So an update on the information of the Trump assassination. I'm sure a lot of you are following it. As it turns out, it was an inside job. There was a Secret Service stand down. There was a mix-up in communications, which I'm sure was done on purpose. There was a hole, there was a gap in the coverage, and it happened to include the top of that roof, which any person with even, two brain cells to rub together would know that that is a position that could be used potentially as a threat. That was ignored. There was an actual, some pictures that were showing the coverage of that area, and it was in the shape of a Pac-Man. It was actually a radius, but it cut out like a triangle right where that building was. Why? No official reason was given for that. There was also a water tower that wasn't secured, which is also interesting. And the other thing is, another big point I want to point out is that there was multiple shooters. Now, I can't confirm this. It's just my opinion. First of all, the kid supposedly that was doing the shooting, the 20-year-old Mr. Crooks, supposedly he wasn't a very good shot. So this sounds kind of like 9/11, where the people that supposedly flew the planes couldn't fly a Cessna, much less a 757. But there was another shooter, an actual sharpshooter, an actual professional trained sniper that was further away for where Mr. Crooks was. Ballistics point to this because, just based on the sounds and all the different camera angles, they were able to deduce that there was a gunshot that came further away from where he was at. So there was an actual gunshot. That was by the way, the actual shooter. Mr. Crooks, that was, shooting his M16 rifle. Oh, I'm sorry, his AR. It was an AR-15. He was missing all over the place. So, the injuries in the crowd, the death in the crowd, that firefighter, that was probably him. The one that whizzed by Trump's ear was a different shooter. That was much further away. This Mr. Crooks guy is a patsy. He was known to have all kinds of problems, social problems, probably mental problems as well. I suggest anybody to go look into that. He was probably a perfect patsy. He was the Lee Harvey Oswald. He was the guy, the fall guy. And when it was time, the Secret Service obviously took him out, and with it, a piece of evidence that would actually further show who was really behind this. The FBI said that they were going to investigate this. Of course, they took all the computers and thus all the evidence away as well. I'm almost certain that this kid was enticed to do this. He was pushed into doing this. He was taken advantage of. He, like I said, had mental problems. He was just the perfect person to be taken advantage of and used as a fall guy for this. The actual shooter was much further away. Okay, so this is an inside job. I suspect. I have an opinion on other things that were going on, but I'm gonna refrain from saying that. So anyway, hopefully the next video I get to talk about something more pertinent to events.